Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we'll take a look at the dollar index, Euro USD, GBP USD, and briefly the gold as well. Before we proceed, this video is for educational purposes only and it's not a financial advice. Okay, so if you have been following our channel for some time, we have been discussing this particular pattern in in dollar index, apologies, for quite some time, where it did an ABCD, which was an extended D leg. Right here around the 96.51 level. It went above a little bit, but never really was able to go above it convincingly, and it pulled back lower. And we had a target of about the price retracing to in this zone of 95 to 94.80. And what the price ended up doing was it retraced to 94.65, which is 61.8% retracement level of this low here. And now and then price just boosted higher from here, which means US dollar has been stronger against a basket of currencies. So what we are looking at now is that it's back into this rectangle formation, this blue box which we see, and what we are looking at is basically this cleared the 38.2% retracement level, and it's kind of a little bit sideways price action here, but we believe that as long as this low is not taken out, which is the 94.65 level, it is in an ABCD movement higher, and what we'll have is a possible target of let me draw this ABCD. So that's gonna be, and if we take it and clone this, there we go. So possibly the US dollar can actually go around 98.35, and also what we have is this, which is the 1.618 expansion of this ABCD, is this BC leg over here. So let me actually write it. So that's our A point. That's gonna be the B point. Let me make the text a different color so that it's more visible. Okay, that's the C level, and this is going to be the D level. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. ABCD will have like a confluence level of this ABCD plus the 1.618 expansion, but there are a number of resistance levels between 96 and 96.50 where the price might get into some sort of turbulence, and once it begins to clear the 96.50 in a convincing manner, we'll be looking at sort of a first price target of around 97.50, and then this is where likely the price is going, which is 98.35. So let me just possible target 98.35. Okay, so I'll put it here. This will also be a bigger expansion of another swing. Okay, so let's take a look at the Euro USD. So the Euro USD is pretty much the mirror opposite or mirror image of the dollar index. It's I believe around 52% of dollar index is actually Euro USD. So we had been looking at possibly for the price to reach this 14.60 level for quite a while, for quite some time, and finally the price was able to do that. And you can look at our previous videos why we believe that this was the level. It is the 38.2% retracement level, and then there were some swings, measured moves of the previous swings which were also coming to that region, and there's possibly another kind of an ABCD pattern here as well. So we look at yep, so there were a number of things coming together as well. Now the price is back into the box, and what we are looking at is a possibility. So look, the price at the moment is supported by the 61.8% retracement level. So this is the 0.618 retracement level from this point here. So as we had done our analysis of the dollar index, so we do believe that possibly the dollar index is actually in an ABCD move higher, so the Euro USD should move lower. What is really important is that this 61.8% retracement level, that has to give in. So if price begins to move lower and breaks this 113 level, we can say roughly, then we are looking at a possible target for this thing to actually reach around 1.10. Let me draw in ABCD pattern. Actually, I'll get rid of this. So we already have this one. Let me clone it. And what we'll see is this. This will be A. This is going to be B, C, and D point. So that's the ABCD here. Then we have some expansion. This is the 1.272 expansion of this BC leg. Let me draw that in as well. It's gonna be a different color though. Let's make the color, boom, ABCD here, and then this is the 1.618, and there is going to be a confluence of ABCD here. So most likely the price target is around this region. So possible target, which is 1 point, well, let's just say around here. So this is what we are looking at. If this low gives in, and then there is a possible support zone between 1.13 and 1.125. If this region goes gives in, then this is what we are looking as the possible target if this is the ABCD. Okay, so let's take a look at the GBP USD. Okay, so the GBP USD is actually an interesting one because, as we had discussed previously, we were looking for the price to actually reach this level around 1.37 roughly, because it was the 78.6% retracement of this move, and also it was here the 200-day moving average, which was coming right above this level of 1.37, and we were anticipating for the price to move lower, and this is exactly what happened. You can check in the previous videos as well, and price has actually moved or rotated lower, and actually closed below the 200-day moving average on a daily basis. One thing we need to be aware of GBP USD pair is that because what we are looking at is this is on a daily one. However, if we look at it on a weekly chart, the long-term pattern formation, we actually, the price which when it moved lower, what the price did was it had done a 38.2% retracement here of this March 2022 March 2020 low, and then that's quite a nice move. And if we look at this move, is actually bigger than, it looks to be bigger than any other moves which we had before, with the exception of this one. So this is what is interesting about this one, because it was at a critical level of support on a weekly, longer term weekly chart, and then there was an ABCD expansion coming here of this leg here, this one, and further to this, there are ABCD patterns which are kind of coming together here very close, and they were giving a level of confluence. So with GBP USD, I think we have to be more cautious of the retracement. We can draw a retracement as a possible guide where the price is likely to go. It is trading very close to the 38.2% retracement level at 1.3527. Possibly the price can come down to around one spot 33.80 level. It could possibly move lower, but with GBP USD, just because of this longer term support which came here, we have to be cautious of how lower it can go, and also if there is the oil prices, if it's going to remain stable or move higher, then that could possibly also be supportive of GBP USD. So on the daily chart, we'll just draw our Fibonacci retracement levels here. So yeah, this is what we are looking at. I think possibly there is a possibility of this thing to actually rotate lower to 1.34 if the dollar is gonna have that ABCD move, but we need to be aware of this long-term support here. Okay, that's good. And let's take a look at the Australian dollar. So in the previous video, which we had done about a week ago, or maybe a little bit more than a week ago, we were looking at several ABCD patterns for this, and it looked like a corrective move this currency pair was in, and it missed this 61.8% retracement level by about 15 pips or so, and this is where the ABCD was very close to it as well, and it rotated lower. So what looks like that the close was quite negative for Friday. This currency pair might actually be doing this ABCD lower. Let me change the color this time to this one. And what is possible is that actually this thing is going down like this. So what is possible is, I'm going to get rid of these smaller ones, that we could have a possible target again if the dollar remains strong, as we did our earlier analysis. We'll roughly say 0.6800 as the kind of round number. That's the kind of the possible target. It appears to be breaking below this channel support, drawn by this line here. So as long as these lows get taken out, we could have a possible target of 0.68. Okay, so finally we take a look at the gold. Okay, so if you remember our previous videos, around the Christmas week, beginning of the year, we were bullish the gold market because around the Christmas holiday time, gold has a bullish bias. The gold did rotate higher. It found resistance at the 61.8% retracement level, which is coming off here. So this is the 61.8% retracement level, and it then found support from 61.8% retracement level as well, which is here. So we had written support zone coming from a previous video. And what we are looking at is that the price is possibly in an ABCD here, which is going to take us to about 1852, or roughly we can say 1850 level. And that's a very important one to pay attention to, this level, because this is the 78.6% retracement level. If the price is breaking above this convincingly on 2 consecutive days, then it means that we have this longer term cycle in play. And what the price could do is actually it is more likely to be doing an ABCD like this. So let me actually change the the color so that it's a little bit more visible to this. Boom. And we are looking at 1913 if the price actually takes out 1852 level. That's the kind of the very close to the highs formed 1916 back in June of 21 last year. And the good this is going to be then really bullish for the gold, and the gold could actually then the next target is going to be around 1957. However, what is gold is then likely to do is it means that it's in a longer term ABCD, and it's going to be really bullish. We'll have to review the whole we'll have to do another analysis, and most likely what will happen is that gold will be in a kind of a breakout mode, even taking out this highs of 2020 of August, and moving higher. It's going to be extremely bullish if it is able to take out 1852, at least 2 consecutive days on a good close above this level. So what we'll do is we'll write here that we're watching 1852 possible resistance, okay, on a 2 consecutive days. If price breaks above 1852, expect higher prices. Near term target $19.13, followed by, move it here, 1955, shall we say, per ounce. Okay, where it's per troy ounce, I believe. Okay, so there we go. So we'll just write that. So this analysis hinges on 1852, which could be the possible resistance drawn by this little triangle here. If you like, we can also shade this area. Let's give it a different color. Okay, like this. So we'll have to watch this price in the next few days, how it's going to trade around 1850, 1852 region, and then we'll have to make one decision after another. So thank you very much for watching the video. If you like our analysis, how we look at the market from a technical analysis perspective, then please do subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, then click on the like, and do not forget to hit on the bell icon. That way you'll know when the next video is posted. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, night, evening, wherever you are. Good luck and good trading. Thank you. Bye.